right, hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right, and we have Mike. We are good. All right, welcome to our final day of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So we're on the final day of episode 5. Basically, what did we find out last time? Emma murdered a dude 2 years ago.
Straight up murked a dude.
Yeah.
I mean, it was an accident, but she also murdered him.
Yeah. And basically, that's the reason why Lana's been forging evidence, because she knew that it was Emma's fault, and we have evidence that shows it was Emma's fault. And yeah, she passed out.
Yep. Not good.
But now Chief Gant wants to testify, and we're pretty sure he's doing some weird shit. So let's see if we can't get him guilty rather than Lana or Emma.
Yeah. God, I hope so.
All right, let's do this. I almost immediately started reading, despite the fact that I haven't done this in ages.
February 25th, 1206 District Court Defendant Lobby number 2.
Oh, yeah, boy.
Sorry, Edward. I didn't mean to get you in trouble. Wait, how did we get him in trouble?
I think, well, remember he went up against Gant last time and called him out on his bullshit.
Right. That's right. Okay.
So we were doing the right thing and speaking our minds, but
Details.
Stop.
Frowned upon in certain societies, apparently.
Yeah, details.
Don't worry about it. This is my problem, not yours.
Who's Gumshoe again?
Me! Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals.
I think he's interrupting.
You're interrupting. I guess I am. I'll come back later. Oh.
Oh, wait, Detective Gumshoe. What is it? Go outside,
I wanted to show you the world's smallest violin. Anyway, you've got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run all around while on duty. On top of it, you call me here, and I've seen happier people at funerals.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that Lana is calling him around again.
Yeah.
I take it Lana's having you run errands again.
Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give you this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Which there was!
Look at it! It's so cute!
Is that Pio-chan? Holy shit, what is that? Damn. It's like Detective Pio. That's
cute.
Evidence law. I think was talking about this just the other day. Was he?
Yeah, we talked about it in court.
You must know the 2 rules of evidence law. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department.
Is that right, Mr. Wright? Wow, this was a happier time.
Oh yeah,
It seems so.
Before, Trump.
You could at least study some evidence law. Really? And I wasn't a murderer then.
How the times have changed. Right, pal? The chief prosecutor also wanted me to give you a message. Not ominous at all.
A message?
Yeah, she said if you're planning to take him on, better wear a helmet. You're gonna need to read this book?
Yeah.
Wonder who he is.
A creeper.
I guess I'll need to give this book a thorough read.
Yay!
Yeah.
Alright, we have that in our pocket.
Pio book. Don't look like that book will do you any good now, though. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence.
That's where you're wrong, Detective.
Nani. I mean, huh? In English, sorry. Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat? Besides it being my job. Despite all these allegations being thrown at me. Mr. Edgeworth! Honey, baby, boo-boo pal! Real trial today hasn't begun yet. What? What else is there left to do? Your credibility's been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Unless Guy found out she's unwittingly caused the man's death. Now you're telling me you want to do more?
To be fair, how much more can we do?
Right. Gotta be kidding me, pal.
You're missing the point, detective. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman.
What?
She merely stuck a knife into his dead body.
Right into his the
That
knife,
means-
dead shot.
The real killer is still out there.
Oh, damn. What?
And we're going to expose him, no matter what it takes. This case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end.
Dramatic. Look into the distance.
Obviously, the only thing we can do now is take down the entire justice system.
February 25th, 12:52, District Court, courtroom number 9.
Yeah.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Miss Lana Skye. Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions.
You can't kick me. I quit. I mean, thank you for the news, Your Honor.
Yes, well, normally this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness, but this isn't easy to say. You see, there is some concern that you, Mr. Edgeworth, may have,
struck a bargain? Hmm? Just look under your desk, there's probably a 20 in there, but we're not gonna talk about that. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses?
I'd like to point out, all you would need to bribe Nick is like a quarter and maybe a burger.
I got you.
I didn't say that. It's just, you see, everyone has been talking and...
Yeah, very well, Your Honor. What is this, Mean Girls? Alright, I have a solution.
A solution?
That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses.
What? But there's no precedent for what you're proposing. Pretty sure there's no precedent for thinking that the prosecution is manipulating the witnesses either, so...
Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. It would prove that I haven't struck any deals with the witnesses.
Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
Do it.
Unbelievable. Edgeworth has found a way to continue the trial. Very well. The defense accepts the prosecution's proposal.
Then it's settled. The, defense may now call forth the next witness.
Mr. Wright. You do realize this is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial is as good as over. Wink, wonk.
The defense calls. The time has finally come to bring the real murderer.
All right, who's the real murderer?
Detective Goodman.
Meekins! I'm...
Oh, poor
Hey,
Meekins.
fuck.
Let's not traumatize the poor man any further.
That was so dramatic, I disappeared. I scratched my ear and I just dropped the call.
I was like, oh man, not Meek.
What a mic drop. Let's call the dead guy.
Yes!
I'm back to life.
I support this notion.
I mean, obviously it's Gant, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Gant.
Duh.
All right. Well, let's
Oh,
do this.
Time to die. Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand.
Damon Gant? What does he have to
Yes.
do with anything?
Everything.
As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has firsthand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it.
As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. He's lurking, like the Phantom of the Opera. It's kind of creepy. He would also be the least likely to have been manipulated by me in any way, because he hates my guts. All right. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor?
True. All right. Bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. Oh, I'm not ready for this. I don't need him to stare into my soul.
I can't wait to talk to myself.
Witness, please state your name and occupation in the least dramatic way possible. Thank you.
What is this? Some kind of practical joke? I was just on my way to lunch.
Take away? I mean, your name and occupation, sir.
Worthy, are you sure you want to do this?
Hell yeah, bitch. Your name and occupation.
Poor Edgeworth can't ever get anyone to say it.
Nope. I failed
No.
on my job.
You want me to play hardball, eh?
Please, Mr. Gant.
Yes, let
That's
your
what I
balls
said.
be hard. God, just go, man.
Fine. David Gant. I'm the chief of police.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony.
You're welcome.
Sorry. Oh, righto. What's with the grim face? First, let's clear up this SL9 incident. Oh, you mean that time when Lana's sister murdered that prosecutor?
What a dick!
Will you shut up?
Wow. Personally, I think it's been made pretty clear already. There are still some things unaccounted for. Oh. Like what? Like the role you played in all of this. Son, either you're very brave or very foolish.
Both.
He's not yourself.
Why not both?
Yeah.
You are aware, of course, that a police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal.
I
That
would
was a threat.
like to point out that we have been threatened by the mafia. We've been threatened by who we thought was the most important person in the world. And by Manfred von Karma, who probably could actually carry it out of the 4 people that we've been threatened by at this point.
And we got tased.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. So we have a comment. Rule of thumb for Phoenix Wright: the more ridiculous your hairstyle, the more likely you're guilty. And I think that's pretty accurate.
It
Mine
is very
so far.
accurate.
Oh my god. Yes.
That's a very astute observation, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Weapons? Sure. Take my testimony, for example. I don't have to give it if I don't want to.
Bitch. Start talking.
What? Is that true?
I'm afraid so. The chief of police has the right to refuse to testify.
What?
Man, this thing rigged. I don't like this. Alright, of course, such an action carries with it certain risks.
Don't worry. I'm not here to hinder your trial.
Alright, Owl Man.
Just remember. Weapons. This turns out to be a big waste of time. Don't say I didn't warn you.
Okay, well, this is bound to go well. Very well. The witness may now begin his testimony.
Phoenix 1!
SL9 incident. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. When I went into my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery.
Do we have a piece of evidence that says that we saw it in his safe? Is that when
Right.
Dark was arrested?
Probably.
Him? He was lying on the floor unconscious.
Ooh.
Why did he pass out?
Yeah, big ooh.
When Emma set Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head.
Okay, this is the most destructive 13-year-old girl in history at this point.
God damn.
She killed a grown man and knocked out a serial killer.
God
Alleged
damn.
serial killer.
Allegedly.
Alleged, sorry. I see. Everything seems pretty clear cut.
I mean, he was convicted, but also, like, he was convicted under false evidence.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's not how this
Hey, he
universe
died.
works, though. If the police chief has the right to refuse to testify, then I'd better hit him hard and fast. Wow, thanks, Phoenix.
All right. Because it's been a while, we're gonna take a look at our evidence. So
Yeah.
we're talking about SL9. So actually, let's check out that evidence law thing really quick.
Yeah, we gotta look at that.
So our rules for submitting evidence. Rule number 1 is no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. And rule number 2 is unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Oh, except for we're gonna have a problem showing this one. Because I'm gonna guess he is not going to give us any leeway to submit it. And that will violate Rule 1 of evidence law.
Alright. We
But-
remembered stuff.
Oh. Two is if it bears, like, if it's relevant, right?
Yeah, so
Right.
unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial.
Okay.
So basically, if we do present that cloth and with her fingerprints on it that we stole, like, we have to be like 100% positive that it's necessary.
Uh-huh.
Which I have a feeling, because I've seen movies and played this game before, that it's
Shit's gonna come up.
Alright.
I don't know what other evidence that we have against him. Like, I don't think we need to push on. I mean, we could push. I don't think we have obviously, him interrogating Dark. And we know that to be true.
Yeah. I think that obviously we've got a problem with this one, so let's go ahead and press it and see if there's anything that he's gonna
Well, the
slip
fact
up
that
and
he
tell us.
alleged that Lana had rearranged things. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived in your office? That's exactly what I'm saying. I can understand how Lana must have felt. But moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Is that how it really went down? I don't think so.
Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright.
Trying to read his mind!
I soul. If you're going to stare at anything, it should be me. I mean, you'd be better off staring at the court record.
Worthy, always the smooth talker.
I'm not taking you out to dinner, God.
Which piece of evidence ties Gant to the forgery? Lana did admit to forging evidence. But that can't be the whole truth. Somehow I've got to link Gant to the incident. I need to enunciate more.
Alright, so do we want to press this one where, do we want to just press the whole thing when, after he finds Lana?
Yeah.
We'll see if we get any evidence.
Could you tell us what you saw? It was a shocking sight. Neil and that serial killer were lying in a heap on the floor, all tangled together.
That's weird.
Oh, don't worry. So hold on. Okay, comment. First one. I plead guilty on the opponent's behalf, Your Honor. And also the golden rule of Phoenix Wright: thou must ship Wright and Edgeworth to your heart's content. Naturally.
Yes. Oh.
They boyfriends. Dark was also
boyfriend.
lying collapsed on the floor. Yes, apparently he had his head and was knocked out.
How long was he knocked out for?
Next to them were those two poor girls. Lana and Emma. Lana was cradling Emma in her arms. Looking back at it now, she must have already known what her sister had done.
Or did she? I mean...
Someplace creepy.
Alright, apparently she'd already arranged the crime scene. Let's see if he tells us anything here.
How can you know that? Because of the victim's body. It had already been moved. How did you know where it landed?
Right! Were you there? I mean, so that means... You found the body near Lana's desk?
That's right. Meet the witness. I think you said earlier it was my suit of armor that really stabbed the prosecutor? Yes. Anyway.
Edgeworth's,
Slam!
Scooby senses were tingling. Okay.
My spidey senses are tingling. Wait, no, my edgy senses.
Okay, so we have 2 pieces of evidence, technically 3, but I don't think that the evidence list really matters. So we know that he had something to do with the forgery because there's stuff in his safe.
Mm-hmm.
But since we can't call this one into evidence, I don't think. The jar is already in evidence, and we do have it in our notes that the final fragment was found in his safe.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, I'm thinking that we can present this one.
Yeah.
I'm a judge right now, it's fine. Okay, we're gonna do it.
Going through it, man.
You claim you had nothing to do with the forgery. But I I'm afraid that is a claim you cannot back up. Explain yourself. Several pieces of evidence were found in your office. Take this jar, for example.
That's that blue badger you showed us earlier.
Exhibit A.
This piece of jar was discovered in your safe.
Okay.
Not only that, but the evidence list I presented earlier was actually found inside your desk.
Yeah, we were doing some illegal searching.
Shh, don't tell them that. God.
It was found where?
Your
Yeah,
Honor.
He just let us look. It was weird.
Really, Gumshoe let us in. It was fine. You see, Chief Gant, these articles of evidence uncovered in your office are both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation.
Chief Gant, what's the meaning of this?
Oh.
Is he calling us a hoe? How dare you?
I'm not that big of
Here's a defense attorney who may even rival Worthy.
Is that a compliment?
I don't know if I should be happy or sad.
So you admit to it then, that you were involved in the forgery. Who, me? Or do you mean you?
What? Don't
Really?
turn this on.
Why would I have anything to do with that? Well, sorry, it's loading. You were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to backfire on us at some point.
Oopsie, prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know. Defense attorneys can do so too. Isn't that right, Righto?
Objection. However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation, so don't at me.
Worthy, my boy. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. What? If Detective Gumshoe's salary drops any further, he'll end up paying to work.
Are we just forgetting that he got fired yesterday?
Right. I think we've just all collectively forgotten that poor Gumshoe was just been fired.
Okay.
He's got nothing to lose, Your Honor. He's fired.
Yes, well, in light of the detective's presence, please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place at the crime scene. I swear to God I can read.
It's okay. Honestly,
I can't.
the subtitle of all of our streams should just be like, watch these adult people read. We promise we know how to read. My. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together.
I know 2 and 2 is 4.
Wow, incredible.
I'm so proud. Let's see. What was it now? A jar fragment and a list? For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Yeah, there is. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out. Wouldn't help me out in any way. Yes, it could.
Yeah, there's so many things here, and I don't have a piece of evidence for any of them.
Right. Objection, Your Honor. That's bullshit. Anyway.
Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. Like, you know protocol.
You do understand that I'm the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Oh. Oh no.
Press F in the chat.
Indeed, I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again.
Can I press F in my life?
Yeah. My apologies, Chief, but would you mind waiting until tomorrow for that? I already had to skip lunch. I'm not into it. Today is, well, you know.
Your birthday?
Oh,
No, I'm gonna go
right,
swimming finally.
Oh,
And
okay.
return though.
I know. That place, right?
Please. What are these guys? Are these guys telepathic?
We have a deep spiritual connection.
They're both senior citizens.
Alright, let's get ready to press. You ready to talk to yourself, Lemur?
Yeah. My favorite thing to do. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop making these
We're doing great.
Yes, you do have a point. You wouldn't have the guts to do something like that. What? Come on, that word. I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped it.
Mr. Wright, what are you
the
saying?
hell?
Dude, do not. I mean, don't go tipping cows, I guess. I don't know. Jesus Christ.
Is that illegal?
I don't know.
Is that what we're trying to get at?
Overruled.
I don't. Anyway, you can't prove you didn't carry in the evidence, can you? If you have proof to the contrary, you're going to need it later.
Later? What are you talking about?
What else? I'm talking about when Rhino's prints are found.
None.
Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they'll prove his investigation was illegal.
God damn it.
I've never faced anyone as slimy as this guy.
I'd like to point out this is like the one time he has a point.
Right. Right.
Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. What do you mean by that?
Right.
This is all purely hypothetical, of course. But suppose I did place those items in my safe. Such an act wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery, I'm not through speaking yet, Righto.
Oh damn.
It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then there was. Are you saying this jar fragment wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced.
What?
Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient?
Right. Honey, the chief is talking about a possibility. So long as you can't rule that out, your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time.
It's something I don't know. Come on now, Righto. Think about it. There's no reason I'd participate in a forgery. Yes, there is. How can you look me in the eye and say that? Because I'm innocent.
Like this.
Yeah.
You're not actually looking at us. Looking at
Your eyes were closed. Oh. Sorry.
Remember? Who was it that murdered Neil?
I'm not sure I care for the word murder here. Thank you, Your Honor.
Me either.
Yeah.
But in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye.
An accident, Your Honor.
Unfortunately, scientifically speaking.
Accidental murder.
Well, now do you see? Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. Really, Chief Gamp? At the very least, there is one very large benefit you've reaped from all of this. Oh? I wasn't aware. What is this benefit? That would, of course, be the position you have. Chief of Police.
Oh.
The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to chief. That in itself is a sufficient motive.
You tell him, honey.
Shit. Oh, that's a good one.
All right, Santa Claus, calm down.
You really think I'm that incompetent? I mean,
Yes. I mean,
what do you mean? Even without that case, I was ready in line to become the next chief. Resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Is that true, Edgeworth?
Yes. He was going to be made chief anyway. I don't like that.
Be careful when pointing that finger, or you might wind up being the one pointed at.
Somehow, I feel like Phoenix is going to be accused of murdering the man at some point. Wasn't anywhere near it, but you know.
Right.
We've played that case before.
Yeah.
So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else.
Which still looks bad for Lana.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't be silly, Worthy. You know me better than that.
No, I don't.
There are only 3 people I look out for. Me, myself, and I.
I should point out, we know he's guilty because he doesn't use the Oxford comma. Anyways.
There. It's out in the open now. Ajib, will you mind if I change my testimony a little?
By all means, please do. I have no problem with anyone changing their testimony ever.
Yeah, that's really questionable, Your Honor.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be? I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me.
Let's press
shit!
him on this.
He's admitted it.
Oh,
Nothing in it for you.
that was a confession.
Sorry, but the only person I care about is yours truly.
Ooh.
Hey, girl, Lana's little sister, was it? If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again.
The hell, man?
Wow.
Almost got attacked by an alleged serial killer.
And you say you don't care.
I'm a monster.
Wow. Oh, you're right. You don't feel sorry for anyone.
Be tough on crime and tough on people. That's how I was raised. Wow.
I question your parents. Anyway, you seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. Self-care, hashtag.
Oh, that's a good one, Worthy.
It wasn't a joke!
Could there have been something in it for him? Given his selfishness, would he have helped someone out?
Yeah, we know who he helped out, though. Because he helped out Lana.
Yeah.
So that he could put her in the chief prosecutor position.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and point her out.
True.
Point.
You might not help out anyone for their sake. But if it would benefit you, you might decide to assist someone.
Mr. Wright, it appears you're positively determined to portray the chief as a nice man who likes to lend people a hand.
Wow.
No.
You're obviously paying attention.
Your
That's
Honor,
not
what the
I mean.
fuck?
I should point out that's pretty in line with pretty much everything else. Very well then. Who is this person you believe Chief Gant may have helped forge evidence?
Shit.
Please don't point at me, I will cry.
Yeah, it's Edgeworth. No, it's obviously Gumshoe.
Yep.
Alright. Chief Prosecutor Lana Sky? The defendant?
We're gonna throw our client under the bus now.
Why the hell not?
I believe it's
Good
quite
time.
obvious in light of the circumstances. Emma Sky fell victim to an unfortunate series of events. You might say
It's a series of
unfortunate.
unfortunate. Yeah, thank you. Oh my god, yay.
Okay, Lemony Snicket, let's keep going.
Who would want to help her more than her own sister, Lana?
I love Jim Carrey. Anyway.
Neil Patrick Harris is a much better Olaf. Anyway.
Oh my god.
He would also have to have a reason to help Lana if she asked him to.
I'm not gonna get over that one.
That reason, of course, is self-profit.
Self-profit? What do you mean?
After the online incident was resolved, Lana Sky was appointed chief prosecutor at the the prosecutor's office.
Yes.
Chief prosecutor at the chief prosecutor's office.
It's a very special office.
Wow. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.
But how would he profit from all of this?
A
Why
lot.
wouldn't he?
A lot. He would be able to use the chief prosecutor as his puppet. Yes, Pinocchio, you're a real boy, essentially. He would acquire unchecked authority over all investigations. Dun dun dun.
Do you mean to tell me that despite the chief's formidable appearance, he plays with puppets?
Yeah!
No.
Like Sesame Street or Avenue Q.
Oh wait,
Pick.
you must mean puppet, as in someone forced to do his bidding. Never mind.
Wow.
Wow, Your Honor, damn.
I'm just gonna go back to my nap. Wake me up when you guys are done.
When September ends, we'll wake you up. It's fine.
You assisted Lana Sky in forging evidence. Your motive, to appoint her as chief prosecutor so you could control her. Righto, my boy. You have quite an imagination. Let me ask you something.
Please don't.
What? Do you have any proof of this? That I controlled Lana? For example, is Lana testifying that I have done such a thing?
Probably not.
She can
I'm
now.
afraid of you. Lana. She's keeping quiet to protect Emma.
We just revealed that Emma was a murderer. I don't know what else we're protecting.
Right.
there's no way she'd testify against Gant.
I'm afraid without
Well,
any
that doesn't
proof. This is all amounts to nothing more than mere conjecture. I'm glad I was paying attention for that.
Unless JK, haha, unless. That is also what happened in this incident. Ooh.
This incident? Which one would that be? We've had like 5 at this point.
Yeah, I'm a little confused too, Judgy.
Of course, I'm talking about the murder of Detective Bruce Goodman in my car. The chief prosecutor has been acting strange throughout this entire trial. Or is that just me? Almost as if someone has been controlling her.
Bum,
Air
bum,
quotes.
bum.
I hope you saw my air quotes.
Worthy, you better watch your tongue. I wouldn't
I
want you
have
to
a short tongue.
hurt. Oh god.
Just, what do you mean? Also, are we just gonna stand here while Chief Gant just threatens us this entire time?
Yeah, apparently.
We're just gonna call it good?
I guess.
What he means, Your Honor, is that Chief Gant is involved with the murder of Detective Goodman. Huh. Not only that, but the chief is now making Lana take the rap to cover up his involvement.
What? What?
Right.
Order!
Am I right, people?
Order! Order! I said order! Mr. Wright! You can't be serious.
That's serious.
The plague. Huh?
This is an affront to the highest ranking officer in our law enforcement agency. To accuse the chief of police of blackmail and murder? That's impossible.
Is it? Is it really?
Your Honor, I was merely reiterating what Mr. Edwards said, and easier to understand.
Let's like throw him under the bus.
Thank you. I guess. It's too late, Mr. Wright. Slam. There's no turning back for us now.
Looks like he's the one who's decided to go through with this.
Can you prove this, Mr. Wright? That the chief, a high-ranking officer of the law, is involved in this murder?
Hell yeah!
I mean, we do have the evidence room log. We know he swiped in because we know he's 7777777.
I think that's too many sevens.
Severin. Regardless of its rank or title, Chief Gant is just a man. A very orange man, but still just a man. The question is he a criminal? I believe the evidence will tell.
Seriously, the man needs to lay off the tanning booths.
Look at that.
I
Yeah,
see.
orange.
Alright then. Let's see what Mr. Wright's got. And it better be good. Show us this evidence that ties Chief Gant to the murder of Detective Goodman. Alright, it's gotta be that evidence log. I mean, we're definitely reaching, yeah.
77777.
Alright, we ready to die?
Yeah. He has a gun.
This is the ID card list.
Yes, the one that shows who entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. There is one ID on the list that we couldn't determine the owner of yesterday.
Until now.
Seven.
In a world.
refuse to try to read that many sevens and be wrong.
Boo.
7.
Sorry.
How was that?
Sorry, but there's no way you can prove that that's my card number.
We already did, bitch. Anyway.
It's your number.
What? How do you know that?
Internet. I mean,
The safe in Chief Gant's office requires a code to open. Homeboy used his ID number as his passcode, a 7-digit code.
I'd like to remind everyone, for basic security, do not reuse credentials, and also don't just make it one number.
Yeah, that's bad. That's what I think. I can say this to the internet because she's been dead for 10 years and you can't hack her internet. But my grandma's internet, like the Wi-Fi password, I think it was like 27 threes.
oh
my cousin set it up for her, and I think he made it like 27 threes was her password for her Wi-Fi. Anyway.
I mean, I won't go into my whole password spiel, but actually it would be kind of hard to hack that one.
Oh, damn.
So it's not as weird as it's not as insecure as you'd think.
Oh, damn.
Just based off of how password crackers work. But anyways, 7 digits. You don't mean.
I'm afraid so, Your Honor. Code was 7777777. I counted on my fingers, so I knew it was same as the remaining ID card number on that list.
I'm glad you can count to 7.
I had to use my fingers. Chief Gant, you entered the evidence room on the day of the crime. Oh, he's gonna.
Oh no! His fist is shaking like Arthur.
He's gonna hit us.
The Arthur meme.
He's gonna get punched.
Order! Order! I think we did in the courtroom once, didn't we?
I think so.
Well, we got slapped in the face with a Wii U. That's
oh yeah,
all
we
I
got that. Chief Gant.
We have to taste. So,
what do you have to say?
Explain yourself, mister.
I want to say that there was a witness that either punched us or slapped us in the face in the courtroom.
Yeah, that
Not
seems like a thing.
Nothing.
Was it the mafia?
The defense's search of my office was in violation of regulations.
Well, we still know it's you, bitch. Anyway. And I will demand Mr. Wright be punished to the maximum extent of law. I love watching you squirm. But right now, this court demands an explanation from you. So stop trying to deflect blame about the use of this ID card.
He gonna hit us. Chief Gant, so you admit it. You entered the evidence room on the day of the crime?
Yeah.
What about it? I'm the chief of police. Whether it's the evidence room or the bathroom, what's the difference? I can go anywhere I want.
Yeah, only one of those was a crime scene.
Alright. Tell me. No, go ahead. What was your thought?
Oh, I was just gonna read, someone commented, look, at least the code wasn't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I will give him that, except for the fact that, like, if you think about it, if I remember correctly, it was a touchpad. So if you, like, look at how the light hits, there would only be fingerprints on one number.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you'd immediately know what the combination was.
Yep.
Yep.
Especially if he had a, like, greasy thing pizza that day. I don't know. Well, back to beautiful old moi. When you entered the room, were you alone?
I always go to the bathroom alone. As I do with the evidence.
I didn't mean the bathroom, dimwit.
Detective Goodman wouldn't have happened to be with you that day, would he?
Hopefully not in the bathroom with this guy.
Of course not. Why would he be?
reasons.
That's true. He could have been wearing gloves, but he's wearing gloves now.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know. Like, I mean, my phone passcode. Sorry, to the comment. Yeah, unless you use gloves. Like my phone passcode, you can't tell because my hands are over that. But yeah, if it's just a bunch of sevens and it's touch passcode, at some point he's not wearing gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Unless he's just obsessively making sure that no one's gonna hack into him, which, I mean, as a shady chief of police, maybe.
Yeah, especially since anyone can get into his office.
Right.
Yeah.
Apparently.
I don't know. Well, there's probably also, I mean, Lana's obviously been afraid of him for a while and doing whatever he wants, so he probably has dirt on other people. So the only reason Gumshoe let us into the office is because we tricked him.
So how many different safes would this man have?
He's got a lot of
enough.
dirt on people.
He has a whole bank of safes. Probably.
I haven't seen him in days.
You sure about that?
You haven't seen him in days? Chief, yeah.
Because he's dead. Oh. Sorry, too soon.
I'm afraid you just undone yourself. Got you now, bitch.
Congratulations, you played yourself. Like
On
DJ
that
Kelly
day,
says.
you had to have met with Detective Goodman.
Please tell me we're not going to ask us for. Oh, we're going to ask us for evidence. I have a feeling. What do you mean? This trial's
Yikes.
purpose is to determine Lana Sky's guilt.
Objection. No, it isn't, Your Honor.
Who the fuck is determining what this trial is? I think that's my job, bitch.
Right. This trial's purpose is to determine the truth. If Chief Gant... Oh, it's me. It's okay. Alright. If Chief Gant met the victim on the day of the crime... Slam! Then we need to determine one thing. What transpired during that meeting?
In that case, Mr. Wright, I'm going to have to ask you for evidence. Fuck. Show us proof that the victim went to meet Chief Gant on the day of the crime. Okay, we're gonna have to
Jesus.
look at our evidence because we haven't looked at our evidence for that day in a long time. Well, he wasn't in the autopsy report.
You can tell.
I hope not.
Chief of police, by the way. His liver look.
That he
I don't know.
died.
Let's see. ID card, fingerprinting set, screwdriver.
Maybe he's just really into screwdrivers. I don't know.
Maybe it's the lost item report, since it can only be submitted to the chief of police, but
Yeah, true.
That is not my dad.
that's the only thing I got. Anyone else got any ideas?
No, that seems legit to me.
I mean, my other idea is Googling it.
Okay, we've only had to cheat on one thing, and to be fair, I was close.
Hey Siri, the fuck is happening? Oh wait, no, Siri, no! Don't activate! No! God damn it, not again!
This is so sad. Siri, play Despacito.
Again!
I'm so glad mine can't hear you. I just can't say her name or else she'll just be like, what? Detective Goodman lost his ID card the day of the crime.
Or to be more accurate, Jake Marshall stole it.
So, Detective Goodman filed a lost item report. He would have had to give that report to the chief of police.
He does. I am not liking this man's expression. Please stop.
Me terrified.
It looks like he wants to strangle us with his tie, and that's not...
Like,
that's
he's like maybe a foot away from me on a 51-inch screen TV. I feel like personally threatened right now.
Same.
Yet you are in possession of the report. Which means you can't be sure he filed it.
Don't at me.
He filed it. How do I know, you ask?
Yeah, how do I know?
Because he needed to enter the evidence room that day.
He needed to?
Yes, Queen. Excuse me. Yes, to transfer the evidence out.
Oh.
Detective Goodman took the form to you, Chief Gant. Then
He got murdered.
you accompanied the detective to the evidence room. I accompanied him.
He's
There's
angry.
no other way the murderer and Detective Goodman could have entered the room.
Ah, bitch.
Ooh.
Hold on. Let me guess what you're going to say next. I, the chief of police, murdered poor Goodman.
Yes. You're
Yeah,
a smart cookie.
basically. Exactly.
But
Sure.
wait! The chief didn't necessarily need to accompany him to the evidence room. He could have just lent him his ID card.
Yes. Judgy, stop it.
I'm listening for
Stop
once.
helping.
Well, you mentioned it, and there's an objection.
No objection. Sorry, but that's not possible.
Hi, we really need Edgeworth on our side.
I'm on your side. Anyway, according to the record, your card was only used once. Yet, you showed us your ID card earlier. If you had really lent it to Detective Goodman, slam, it would have been found on his body. Oh!
Holy shit.
Oh my, whoa! Did he just get electrocuted by my words?
Chief Gant, what the fuck? You didn't.
He looks like he lost a Yu-Gi-Oh duel. It's kind of weird.
The murder was most likely a spur-of-the-moment crime, for no one in their right mind would choose the police department as a place to commit murder. Ooh. Like I was channeling Don Malee there for a second. I probably didn't sound like him, but in my soul I felt like Don Malee.
Phoenix Wright is just John Mulaney. He has no idea what's going on.
After the murder, you contacted Lana at the prosecutor's office.
A bunch of teenagers were screaming, "Fuck the police!" Like, anyway.
Bunch
Anyway.
of drunk teenagers. Yes, I do. I agree. All court cases should be settled via Yu-Gi-Oh duels.
Agreed.
Why? To dispose of Detective Goodman's body, of course.
You're forgetting, Mr. Wright. That the victim's body was discovered in the prosecutor's office's parking lot. How did he manage to move it there?
Same
he
way that
does
the
have
car
big-ass
moved.
muscles. He does have big ass muscles. It's fine.
I was at the police department the entire day, you know. Yeah, isn't that great how you could just make other people do your shit for you, so that way you could be like, it wasn't me.
And just
Right.
think, he gets highly paid for that too.
Boo! All our tax dollars. Anyway, and everyone's aware that Lana stayed at the prosecutor's office after the ceremony.
Everyone except me, it seems.
Because you're not a prosecutor.
Still, you're the chief of police. Then why would you be invited? You have an entire police force at your disposal. Oh, so you think I just ordered an officer to do it?
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Hey, you! Take this here dead body over to the prosecutor's office? I don't think so.
That's literally what happened.
Yeah.
You can't. You left all the evidence we need to prove how you moved the body to the prosecutor's office.
You calling me a liar? I ain't calling you a truther. Okay.
And all this time I thought this was a useless clue, just taking up space.
In case you weren't aware, this stream is just us making 90s jokes the entire time.
Yeah. You're welcome.
How could the chief have moved the body? Mr. Wright, show us this evidence.
To move the victim's body, she can't use this. It's the blue.
The blue badger. I'm so glad we were on the same wavelength that time. So proud of you. It was the aluminium.
Okay, so we know.
He used the knife. I mean.
Okay, so we know that he was found in Edgeworth's car. Edgeworth came back to the prosecutor's office because Gant asked him to drop off this.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean.
Can you imagine the look on Edward's face if we proved that there was a dead body in his car while he was operating it?
God damn.
Oh wait, it
It'll
was
be
this
like-
one. It was the screwdriver, not the knife.
Oh, okay.
Aha. That's right, because the knife wasn't
It was in the muffler.
it was in the muffler because Lana used it to stab him and then hid it. Right?
In theory, yes.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Because this is the knife that was forged in the earlier case.
Yeah, but dark.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so I think that to move the victim's body, can't use this screwdriver.
Yes.
But I feel like it's a really stupid thing to present. Like, yeah, he just used this, a screwdriver.
Ooh, yes. Good joke.
You're
comment.
screwing with me.
Oh my god.
Hold on, but wait for it.
What?
Comment. Let's face it, Gant, you're screwed.
And on that,
Hey,
Bazinga.
this is how he moved Detective Goodman's body. I almost said Gumshoe, and I the last second.
don't kill off
Correct.
Gumshoe! We need him!
I would die.
He's gotta
my
throw the
baby.
confetti at the end of the trial! That's how we know we did
Right.
good.
He's our Patrick Warburton.
Hmm?
Anyway.
What's that? A screwdriver? But what does that have to do with this case?
Mr. Edgeworth, think back to the day of the crime. Do you remember your car smelling like a dead body?
Not particularly, no.
Did you notice anything different about your car that day?
It was heavier for some reason. I didn't think I had gained any weight.
All in the trunk.
My trunk? Oh,
What is the screwdriver doing? What is the screwdriver doing here? Jesus.
It's here because
Uh-oh.
ah!
Yeah. It clicked.
I was asked to go by Chief Gant, no less. He told me he wanted me to keep it here in the prosecutor's office. In any case, on the day of the stabbings, I brought this back here.
And Edgeworth, this truly proves you are a tool.
But after the ceremony ended that day, I didn't plan to return to the prosecutor's office.
But you did. Because Chief Gant asked you to.
Yeah, that. You mean I I.
Does this technically make him an accomplice?
I didn't know. Okay. God.
Isn't there like there has to be some statute where like basically pretty much everybody involved in this trial in some way or another is guilty of some sort of crime, including us.
God
Except
damn
for the
it.
judge. The judge is just leading the
Standing.
witness.
Just standing there.
The judge is just looking down on everyone like, what the fuck, guys?
It's like, y'all all in on this. It's a conspiracy theory.
Is there anyone
Anyway.
here who did not commit a crime?
No.
The body was found in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car.
Didn't do it.
I think it's obvious what happened. The body was moved by that car.
How did he open my car?
Detective Goodman's body was carried in the trunk of Mr. Edgeworth's car? Don't you fucking know how to lock it?
No.
Yes, unless of course
I've been
you
trying
have
for
another-
20 years.
Unless of course you have another explanation, Chief. Why else would you have asked Mr. Edgeworth to transport evidence from a closed case?
Yeah, you weirdo.
There's only one plausible explanation. To transport the body to your accomplice, our client. We keep throwing at it. Miss Lana Sky.
Damn, Lana.
We're trying to get her a not guilty verdict, right?
Right.
So,
I think.
Order!
Oh,
Order! What is going on here? Is there no room for rebuttal to the defense's outrageous accusations?
Nah.
think back to the photograph Miss Starr took at the prosecutor's office.
This photograph. Every time I do it,
This is not a photo of the body being stuffed into the trunk to be taken away. It was exactly the opposite.
It is a photo of the body being taken from the trunk.
Chief Gant, please say something. We were going to go swimming together.
Something.
I believe your time's up.
The fuck?
My time's up.
Sorry, Rido, but I'm having lunch with the district attorney general after this. We have to get going if we're going to make it in time for the early bird special.
Bitch, you ain't getting out of jail.
But the cross-examination isn't finished yet.
How old is Gant? Oh, he's 65.
Oh, that's why he has no patience. Okay, I mean. Okay, boomer.
Yeah.
Remember what I told you earlier? Also, like, isn't it like afternoon already? Like, it's like 1 o'clock. Last time we checked in, what time it was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he talking about dinner? Because I swear to God, my short-term memory may be shot, but like, I thought I said lunch.
He goes
Yeah.
to sleep at 4.
Police chief has all kinds of weapons at his disposal. Okay, we're back to running.
Yep.
Weapons?
This is more par for the course.
Like the right for you to testify. I'm invoking that now.
What? That is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
Objection? So you're going to just run away after all this? That's weird.
Run away? Don't make me laugh, Ruby.
I mean, I wasn't trying to, but if you want to laugh, I guess.
I stabbed old Goodman. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
But if you had any conclusive evidence, you would have presented it by now.
Well, fuck you.
Well, you think I had Lana dispose of the body? I like how he's basically telling us exactly what happened, like in a way that it's like crazy.
Right.
If so, then you should show your proof and get it over with.
Something tells me he's like a Gemini or something.
I'll say it again, Mr. Wright. Damon Gant is the current chief of police. This court will not tolerate any accusations against him without concrete proof. Well, Mr. Wright?
That's all we've been doing. Your Honor.
Do you have any concrete proof? Proof that Chief Gant murdered Detective Goodman and made Miss Skye dispose of his body.
Do I have any?
Something tells me
The Blue
no.
Badger!
But, yeah.
It's always the Blue Badger. It's always the Blue Badger.
We're gonna just take a look.
Inside her book of reading rainbow. Reading rainbow.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's right that if we had evidence, we would have presented it by now.
It's the fingerprints, I mean,
The fingerprints that are Jake Marshall's.
Yeah. Is it the picture book? Is it... Did we read the book? Were we supposed to read it?
We did. There was one page.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I know, like...
Is it our badge?
Guys, I hate to tell you this, but I don't think we have any concrete proof. Yet.
Yeah.
I want to Google on cheap so bad.
Google. Hey Siri. Wait, no! Damn it!
Siri, no!
Siri.
Alright, we're gonna not bluff our way through this one, because I don't think that we can bluff our way through this one.
Yeah. Right.
We need Lana to testify.
We really do, but I don't really think anybody's going to be game for that, especially Lana. Oh god, I forgot I was Phoenix.
We only been here for how long? Anyway.
It's no use showing evidence. I'm not even sure of myself. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. See, Edgy?
In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. Well, fuck you.
Oh!
What? Here's a tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose, righto.
Oh, man.
It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today.
No.
Okay, Edgy, I'll leave the rest to you. I gotta go. Gotta get my special.
Yeah.
Just fade it away.
He literally be evaporated. That's kind of weird.
I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to the senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency.
What?
Objection. Lady Luck. Maybe we should have a word with her.
Mr. Edgeworth? What the fuck do you mean?
Bitch, please. There's one lady who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony.
A lady who knows the truth? Another witness?
Jesus Christ, Nick, how do you not know who this is?
Alright, in the absence of the conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony.
Do we have any proof that Phoenix actually finished law school?
He has the badge.
Do we have...
We don't know if he beat someone up for it and stole it.
Okay,
Right.
first of all, I think
Right.
it's hilarious that you think Phoenix Wright could beat up someone else. I think he just stole it at this point.
Look, we've had like child prodigies. I'm not putting it past a middle schooler at this point to be a prosecutor or defense attorney. So,
It's that little boy Cody. I knew it.
I don't know. Cody
Yeah.
would have knocked the shit out of Phoenix.
You're right.
That kid was
Right.
feral.
Yeah,
He
no,
was.
okay. See, but I agree with this comment. He got his law degree from a cereal box prize. That's where the badge came from.
It does look like it came out
He-
of a cereal box.
His mom, oh my god, I'm just gonna admit that I'm so proud of this joke. Y'all better laugh.
Okay.
His mom bought him lawyeros and like he
Oh my
got the
God.
badge.
Oh, euro.
It was that special prize at the bottom.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my
With the
amazing dad
Dakota
joke for the night. But he has invoked his right to refuse to testify.
At what point has Chief Gant ever been referred to as a lady?
He's got lady fingers? I don't know. There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions. Raised in this trial, someone right in this very room. Even.
Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this person?
Oh my god. Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you Oh my god, do I have to spell it out for y'all? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling witnesses today.
Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist?
Yes.
I think I need to hold a sign, and you need to read it from across the room. Let me get a Sharpie.
Together. She may not be willing to tell the truth. We can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. The defense calls for.
You ready for this?
Good.
Oh wait, I get to be a witness again. This is so rare. And it's been both Sky Sisters.
Skylar sisters. Okay.
To be fair, hopefully this one turns out better because the last one I got to be a murderer in. I didn't like that.
Oh, scary.
The defendant,
Scary.
Miss Lana Sky.
Yes, queen.
She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's orders.
Mr. Edgeworth.
No, not his orders.
Yeah, not me. Oh my god. Alright, the prosecution has no objections, Your Honor.
Very well.
As long as nobody says that I did it, I'm good.
The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. This court is now in who do we think it is?
I don't know.
Nani?
Oh. Chief Gant.
He's back.
I thought you were going to eat.
I thought you were going to the bathroom because you were spewing bullshit. Anyway. I'm good.
Instead, we're gonna threaten the witness. Wow, this is good.
Oh my god.
Talking to Lana. Yeah, we gathered that by how he said Lana. I don't need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there'll be terrible consequences.
Your Honor, she's being threatened.
He's threatening her.
In front of everyone.
Sorry, I'm too busy taking a nap.
Yeah, the judge is like,
Pay
"This is
attention to
chilling."
this. Take out your phone, put it on TikTok. Anyway.
That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder.
To be fair, we have all talked about this.
It's already a thing, dude.
Good.
It's already a thing, dude. There's nothing to lose.
Yeah, no, this is. Yeah, you're right. This is blatant witness intimidation. Of course, you never support such an outrageous claim. Or, Jesus, you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Okay, bye.
Shut up, bitch.
All right then. I've got a lunch date to meet.
And stay out.
Fade.
Fade to black.
Okay, if there aren't any further objections, this court is now in recess.
Your
Fuck what I
Honor,
just
I'm
saw.
scared.
February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court. See, I knew that it was after lunch. District Court. What do we have to do? It's not lunch anymore. It's dinner.
Objection, we found a conflict.
He doesn't know what time it is.
Remember, he's a senior citizen. He'll go to sleep at like 4. Alright. Looks like we managed to stay in the game thanks to moi.
Yeah, thanks for all your help, Edward.
You're welcome.
He probably meant that more sincerely.
Seeing as the only reason why we made it here was because Edward did like 99% of the work and we just like piggybacked off of him and said, hey, here's like 3 pieces of evidence. Yeah.
Good times. That chief is something else, eh, pal? He scares me, and he took my job.
Detective Gumshoe.
What up, fams? Haha, I'm not a detective anymore.
See, Detective Gumshoe remembers that.
Yeah.
Nobody else remembers.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, ain't gonna pay the bills, pal. I mean, don't worry. I've already decided where to work now. Weenie Hut Juniors. I mean, at your office.
My office?
You owe me a job. I mean, sure. I'll take the place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with.
I'd like to say if Gumshoe can beat Maya in a fight, he can have her job.
But if he can't,
All of my money is on Maya.
same. Look at that face, determined.
Could he mean mine?
Still, looks like we're all out of moves now.
Plus, we are possibly going to jail for, illegal searches. But, whatever.
Don't talk about that. Chief Gant's done it again. How was he always get the upper hand besides being everyone's boss? It's really intimidating.
It's not fair that he has the right to refuse to testify.
Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said?
But,
We're
Chief,
on recess.
that is not a right to be casually invoked. There are certain risks to be considered.
What are the risks?
Yeah.
Those
what
weren't in the children's book.
Risks. What did he mean? Oh wait, that's you. Go ahead, honey. Anyway.
What?
Oh.
Risks? What do you mean by that? Conveniently, it was the stream lagged on my computer so I could read it that way.
Oh, I'm so happy for you. It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. I love being vague.
You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too?
Oh?
I'm
Oh.
back!
Yay! Scientifically speaking.
Scientifically speaking.
Emma, are you okay?
Yeah.
No, she ain't.
Spiritually?
When I came to, I was in the...
Good times.
No, I just had a
Good
stroke.
time.
It's fine.
On straight.
When I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery.
Oh. So she's heard everything that's been going on.
God.
Emma? I'm sorry for what I said before.
No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I feel somehow relieved.
Relieved?
Yeah. Now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by that terrible man. And she did it all just to protect me.
Aww.
It's sad.
Wow. Ever since her appointment as chief prosecutor, everyone who knew her said she changed. Even I did. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? Oh my god. What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside. Kind of like I do every other weekend. To force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do.
That must be why she became so cold.
It was all my
She
fault.
is our Pinocchio.
It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall.
Not on purpose? Hey! Hey! Don't go blaming yourself now. Though it was your fault. I mean, if you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal.
Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor.
I see.
Oh, well, we better get back. It's time for the final act. Woo! I got popcorn.
Emma, why don't you wait?
No, I'm going with you. I want to be there when Lana tells the truth.
Record it, please. I mean, let's go right. It's time to end this.
Oh, we hit another to be continued.
Oh shit!
Oh my
Wait,
god.
what?
I didn't expect this.
I did not either.
Dang. I thought we was gonna just.
Are we on the trial ladder now?
Oh.
Ladder 2.
Ladder 2.
All right, so
There's more.
I guess that we're gonna take the hint and end here for tonight.
Yep.
So we will be back on Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific, just like normal. And I guess we'll figure this out then.
Yeah. Woo.
Crazy
We
stuff.
survived.
All right.
That's good.
It's gonna be a wild ride. Come join us. All right. So I think that's all for tonight. Have a good night, everyone. Wash your hands, wear a mask, all of that shit, and we'll see you guys in a couple days. Have a good night.
Bye.
Don't commit murder. Okay,
Yeah,
bye
please don't.
now.